Victor Galvan. Yeah, 24/7 mindset. Yeah, 24/7 mindset. Let's go. 24/7 mindset.
Okay, welcome to another episode of 24/7 Mindset. I'm your co-host, Tabito, a.k.a. Jose Cruz, and I'm here with the one and only Victor Galvan. And today we're going to be talking about exit, how to exit a business. That's big, guys, all right? So we're going to go ahead. We're going to start it off. Victor, how's everything? Everything going good today?
100% everything is going great. This week was a very productive week, so I'm very proud of what I did. The week is not done, but still hoping to push a little bit more on a couple of things. But ready to go? Let's go.
Let's do this. Okay, Victor, I'm going to go ahead and start shooting some questions at you, okay? All right. What key factors should one consider when deciding to exit or sell off a business?
You got to know that you got to build your company to sell. You have to know. That's the main one. Because there's two reasons. Reason number one, a company will not buy you if you're not scalable, right? And what I'm going with this is that you cannot always sell the company, right? Because a lot of people create confusion. They think, let me build a company that I can sell, right? You have to build a company you can sell. But where you got to get the confusion out is if it's service, it's faster to sell, right? Mm-hmm. If it's not service, it's based on relations, so nobody's looking for that type of company. Only if they want to get back into the market, only if they want to get into the area, or if they just got so much money that they want to put it back into their portfolio. So that doesn't mean that it's based on relation, you're going to stop building it as if you was going to sell it. And this is the reason why you need to always think on build it like you're going to sell. For any reason that is based on relation that people will not buy, you still want to build it. The reason you want to build a company, even though it's based on relation, is so you can build a great company that you can see yourself, that you're proud of that company yourself, and that you're willing to buy that company yourself, because what happens is that company needs to be very profitable. So if you build based on error, based on, okay, let me see what's happening, stuff like that, so you're going to get to the end and you're going to end up with a lot of problems, and you're not going to feel proud of that company. You're not 100% in because it's not profitable. Mm-hmm. The systems are not talking. All this that involve in a company, so you will not even buy into your own company. So you want to build a company that you can feel proud and you willing to buy.
And there's no attraction. There's no attraction to your company.
Yeah, you're willing to buy on your own company. That means you're doing something right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So and the whole key of all this is that you want to build it also to make sure the company is scalable. So when this system talk to this system, and the message to the people from the labor to the owners to the management is the same. Mm-hmm. So how do you pass the message that everybody needs to hear to be able to take it to the next level? And when I say to the next level is you got to paint a picture so big where everybody can see themselves pushing the process and the systems towards that picture. The problem is how everything talks, how everything communicates. Did you have everything in writing? And everybody's holding accountable. Who's holding who accountable? And all these little things that takes for a successful company to be successful. So again, the process and systems need to be in place. The message has to be clear. So so everybody follows the same picture, the same vision of the company.
So everybody's on the same page. The company's doing great. So that's how you would exit the company after everything is set in stone, ready for the next guy to come inside and just continue on your I don't want to say legacy, but continue what you were working towards.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you're ready to exit. You will make yourself attractive as you go. There's people watching you. See, what are you doing? How you doing it?
Yeah.
The last thing they want to come and buy a company that it has all kinds of problems and has to fire the people and adapt their mentality. So at that point, what is the difference between building one and buying one that you have to rebuild, right? So there's people watching you. So you got to do great things. You got to amaze people. You got to do the right thing, trust in delivery, in how companies look at you, how they continue using you, that type of thing. So when you build a company to be successful, that doesn't mean you're ready to sell, but you be attached in the sale if the company depend too much on you. So you as an owner, you don't want the company to depend too much on you because
When you leave,
when
gonna
they
fall. Yeah.
no, not really. They want to buy the company with the people in the company. They never want to buy a company that the company still depend on the owner.
oh, okay.
So successful business never depend on the owner. Successful business and more business that are more valuable, they don't have the owner working inside the company. They working on the company, not inside the company. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the last thing you want to do is the company depend on you. They come and buy you out, and you on that package because you got bigger dreams. If you start a company to sell, there's something else. You're already thinking different. So you already got all the dreams, all the things that you want to do in life. The last thing you want to do is get somebody to come and lock you for 3 years, and now you can't do nothing.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You wanna make sure they lock your team, and when they lock your team, and that's what I say about the big picture. You want to make sure the team understand that they're gonna be on that buy. So whenever you exit, they give you a lot of money. You make sure your team knows that they're going to exit with you. You're going to give them a big amount so they continue into that company and create great things that they keep producing money and all that stuff so they don't get kicked out to prove that it's not needed. So whenever they see that team is not needed no more because you took care of them, you give them at the exit, you give them $1 million or $2 million, whatever.
Yeah.
So that team is ready to go. So the company, they adapt their new systems, the new everything. Now this person doesn't fit in the company. Now that person, if they lock him for 3 years, now he can exit in a year. But he still get the 3-year amount that was promised to get paid.
Oh, okay. All right.
So see what I'm saying?
No matter what. Okay.
No matter what, his job is to keep producing for the next 3 years. But if he's doing so great of a job that he created good people and the organization that they don't need it, that this person in 3 years is going to leave, why confuse the rest of the team? Might as well they pay you out for 3 years, even though you're already a year into it. And they just get somebody else to take over that, and they kick you out.
Yeah.
So the key of all that is that person now. You waiting for that person to come in with you to keep building other things.
Nice.
That's the key to exiting a team. So when you got the history of exiting a company, you can take the same team over and over. So now you got to create at least 2 to 3 teams that you can take with you when you sell a company. When they exit, when they get kicked out of the company, whatever their time is up, so that team automatically comes in. So next year it'll be another team, then the following year is another team. So you just keep rotating and keep building companies.
So when you sell, who goes with the company? Which you just touched on a little bit of was.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. The whole team goes with it. And again, the last thing you want to do is you get cut in that sale that you got to go with that team, and now you're fucked.
Yeah.
All your dreams and everything's got to come down because you didn't did a good job.
Yeah.
So now you have to be part of that team that got to get yourself locked in for 2 to 3 years or 4 or 5 years, and then you sign a non-compete.
Okay. What are the most effective strategies for preparing a business for sale? How do you prepare a business to sell after you've put so much hard work and sweat into it?
So you got to know. You got to know that you're going to work hard. You got to know that it's going to be hard. and you just got to have the right strategies. And when I say the right strategy, you got to know that you got to build it to sell, right? So the main one is service. We go back again. If you don't add value to people, you don't add value to a company so they can give you their contract, they're not going to use you. So as soon as you sign a contract that you add so much value, let's say Taco Bell, right? So they give you the contract for Florida. So a service, now you got a contract that can go to $1 million, $2 million just in service. But if you go nationwide, right, you can open at every state because you're doing so great of a job. So by adding value on the service, that's what can take you to the next level. So the main thing is service. You got to know that you got to create a company that can provide service. And people don't know this, but the key of all this, the problem is not the price. The problem is the quality of the delivery, the follow-up, and that customer has to be fully satisfied, fully happy. And the only way to do it is by delivering. They don't care about the price. They never ask about the price. They ask the price because they think you're going to screw them. The only reason they ask for a price is just, because I don't want him to take advantage of me. But really, when somebody has value, they don't care what's the price. I don't care what's the price. If you add value to me and stuff like that, the problem is not the price. The problem is how much value are you adding to me? How much are you willing to be there with me, that type of thing, right, for my businesses and everything. So that's the whole key, adding value to that person that is values infinity, right? So,
yeah.
So you can go to the next level with value.
Can I ask you another question off this
What?
topic? A little bit off topic. Have you ever had a company that you built up and you didn't want to sell it and somebody wanted to buy it?
No, but I actually, we built a company that we wanted to sell and people was interested, and then they didn't want to buy because we didn't have the right pieces in place. It was so much confusion, so much contradiction, and that's a very good question. So it was impossible to sell it. So we took a lot of credibility out. And I said this before. How can you tell somebody I'm going to be at 3 million and you do 3, right?
Yep.
And then next year you're going to do 17 and you do 17.
Yep.
But then somebody asks you a 5-year plan and you tell them you're going to do 300, automatically takes all the credibility out. So when they ask you a question, you as the CEO of the company, and then you got operations answering it, that's a big problem right there. It's a big flag. And then the question that was asked to the CEO, it was answered by the operations, it was wrong, and then CEO gets involved and agree with it, it's double failure right there. Number one, he should say, nope, let me answer that one. He's kind of right, but let me take it this way, that type of thing. And then when they ask operations, a question about operations of the company, and then the CEO answered the freaking question and he answered wrong, same thing. They're like, what the fuck is happening here? So that takes all the credibility. If they were going to buy you for 10 million, now you're worth $1 million. Now they're going to go back into the books, how you do business, why you do it, why this here, why you don't call this off, why this type of system, this type of company, why you warranty pay for bonus, why you keep people happy. We don't care about people. You just need to create about systems. If people's living is because you're growing. If people's not living, they're comfortable. So the companies, you raise a flag right there for this company to come and buy you out, number one, because the people is there 15, 20 years. So they're like, well, this fucking company got so much growth, let me go and buy it. But they come and they see all this BS, all the drama and the problems and the disorganization and the confusion. Everybody makes decisions. There's not roles and responsibilities for each. Yep. So that's when they're like, let me see what I can do to see. Because it's always right it's always good to come and check a company that is accountable, right? Everybody's like, I've been here 25, right? And then when you go after that, like, okay, I cannot fix it. Even if I fire the CEO or the operations and I bring my own people, I don't want that because I'm going to end up losing 80% of the company because everybody's comfortable. And the reason everybody's comfortable because CEO and operations let them be. So that's what happened on all this circle when you building a company, and how do you know to build a company to sell? So it's just all these little things that make sense when the buy comes, and again, the buyer, he's gonna ask you very tough questions. So my recommendation for those that are selling a business, make sure you don't do it alone. Make sure you take your lawyer with you. Actually, forget you going. Send your lawyer. Make the deal. When you're almost ready to close, you start showing up. That's from my experience. That's it. And let me tell you something. The lawyer will only cost you 4% of your sale. So let's say of $100 million, it's only $4 million. Man, are you kidding me? I'd rather pay $4 million than going through the BS, and then I'm gonna end up, if I make the deal myself, I'm gonna end up selling it for 50 to 60. That's the problem. So you losing 40 when you can pay 4 and you make 36 more. That's the difference. So guys, make sure you bring somebody from the lawyer side that knows about acquisitions. There's a lot of companies out there that provide this service. Acquisition, that's all they do. And they don't let these private equities fuck with your money. They got to go through them, and they know how to protect your interests.
Okay, next question. What are some common pitfalls to avoid during the process of selling a business?
Again, I'm going to mention it, doing it by yourself. Don't do it by yourself. Get somebody that knows about acquisitions. Get a lawyer, somebody. 4%. 4% is nothing.
Yep.
Me, with my experience, when I start selling, I don't care. I pay 10.
Yep.
Protect my money. Let me know what to do so I can get the most out of my company. I give you 10%. That's me. That's my belief.
Yep.
Because 4% is nothing.
Yep.
For somebody to bring all this data and all this value that they collected over years and years of doing acquisitions, dealing with private equities, dealing with stupid people that they want your business for nothing, that they just want to take advantage of you because you hard worker, you work all your life, and now come and you're gonna do it yourself? No, that's a big mistake. So get somebody to come and help you. So the other thing, some of the pitfalls are, when you into that negotiation, that process, you think it's a go because they're interested. Yeah, they're interested, but guess what? They're going to ask you so many questions that they're going to disappoint you more and more and more and more. If you think you was valuable at like 10 million,
they're going to make you think you're more and more disvaluable.
Yeah.
They're going to make you think that you're not that valuable as you thought you are.
Based on the questions.
And try to maybe bring down the price of buying a business and doing so.
But they don't tell you that.
It's like buying a car.
They make you believe that. So when you're going through that, okay, I don't care if they give me 10. As long as they give me 3, I'll be fine.
Yep.
So you start planning
Yeah.
with all this money.
Yep.
And now your mind is going crazy because now you want to build the house of your dreams, or you want to get the car of your dreams, or you want to do so many things with this exit that you're supposedly going to do, and then they come down and they go cold for a couple months, and they're like, hey, what happened? When you guys going to fight? Oh, we're waiting a couple things. I got the CEOs, I got my boss checking on this. We'll get back with you. And then when you show no interest, they come back and say, when you're trying to almost say, fuck you guys, see ya, we're going to move on from you, they start talking to you about it, and they're like, hey, we're going to come down, or we're going to come and check you. Can we have another meeting? We want the big dog so they can see. And then right there, they're going to nail you, and they're going to show you no interest. They're just there to give you a free lunch or whatever, and just pretty much to give you that attitude that you're not valuable. And it just is crazy. Yeah. It's crazy the negativity you see from these people. So don't do it alone. Yeah. Bring somebody with you, at least a lawyer or somebody that knows. Have somebody negotiate for you.
Yeah, it's just like you selling a car.
Same thing. It's the same process.
The guy's about to show up to buy the car. You clean it. You clean the rims and everything. Everything's good to go. He comes in and he's like, oh, the paint job's not that great. All these tires are
You know
old.
what I would say right there? I would say, motherfucker, go to the dealership and get a new one. Get the fuck out of here. That's me. I did it. I did it one time. He was looking to see how he can
talk
beat me
you
down.
down, yeah.
No, that's exactly what happened in business. Perfect example.
Yeah, exactly.
I got my car for sale, $12,000, and this guy wanted to beat me down. I'm like, look, no negotiation. The car is already $4,000 cheaper. So no. So he started looking. I said, get the fuck out of here. I got my gun. I'm like, get the fuck out of my property, motherfucker. He's like, no, I pay you $12,000. I fuck you. Not even for 16. Now get the fuck out. Yeah. So there was another guy waiting. He's like, hey, can I buy it? I'm like, yeah. So I didn't have to struggle with this guy. I'm like, here, take it.
He just saw
So
it.
the fucking car went from 12,000 out in the door and sold it to the guy I kicked out for $2,000 more.
Wow.
So the guy made $2,000. So that's exactly what these companies are doing for it.
Yeah.
So it's great that you brought that sample because that's exactly what happened in business. Exactly. If you don't know how to act and how to give the right response and all that stuff, you shit out of luck, man.
All right. Can you share next question? Can you share a personal experience or lessons you learned from selling off one of your businesses that could benefit others going through the same process?
I gave it to you already back in 2 minutes ago, but that's fine. We're going to answer it.
Yep.
Yes, don't do it alone, guys. It's very important to know that you need help. And also, you work very hard all your life to build this company just to come at the end of your career, just to sell it for nothing. So that's what I'm saying. Get somebody to help you. You work very hard. Finally, put somebody on it. Hire somebody that can charge you 4%, and you will never regret what I just told you. I believe that there's a lot of BS, a lot of confusion, a lot of process, a lot of things on building a company. But at the end of the day, is how well you organize your people and how well you organize everybody's roles and responsibilities and who is responsible for what. And just paint the big picture where they can see themselves so you can exit right. And that's all I'm going to say.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. All right. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. I think we touched on everything about exiting a business. I had one little question. I don't know if we put this anywhere. Go ahead. Are you in the process of exiting any of your businesses right now?
Not right now, but I got a lot of offers to sell one of my business, but it's not ready. And what they offering me right now is not the value that I wanted to be. I'm still adapting a couple things, but yes and no.
Okay. All right. No problem. All right. Well, guys, thank you once again for joining us in 24/7 Mindset. Make sure to tune in next time. And I guess that's it. Thank you so much. 24/7 Mindset.